Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of Words of Life. Thank you for taking time out of your day and tuning in. I'd like for us to focus in on a passage from the book of Proverbs this afternoon. We're going to actually read a whole chapter of Proverbs from Proverbs chapter 4. And I entitled in the description this particular episode, I've been there. The instruction is given to the son of Solomon, more than likely directed applicable to us. If we look at, maybe you've had this experience of one of or both of your parents saying that I've been there, I've experienced those things, and I don't want you to get hurt. Something to that effect. And here we have a good demonstration of how the child or children of Solomon should adhere to the wisdom of their father, because what he is telling them is very practical general truths of things that they should seek and those things that they should avoid. So let us read from Proverbs chapter 4, and we'll make just a few observations. But it says, "Hear, O sons, the instruction of a abandon my instruction. When I was a son to my father, tender and the only son in the sight of my mother, then he taught me and said to me, Let your heart hold fast my words, keep my commandments and live. Acquire wisdom, acquire understanding. Do not forget nor turn away from the words of my mouth. Do not forsake her, and she will guard you. Love her, and she will watch over you. The beginning of wisdom is acquire wisdom, and with all your acquiring get understanding. Prize her, and she will exalt you. She will honor you if you embrace her. She will place on your head a garland of praise. She will present you with a crown of beauty. Hear, my son, and accept my sayings, and the years of your life will be many. I have directed you in the way of wisdom. I have led you in upright paths. When you walk, your steps will not be impeded, and if you run, you will not stumble. Take hold of instruction, do not let go. By it. Turn away from it and pass on, for they cannot sleep unless they do evil, and they are robbed of sleep unless they make someone stumble. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. But the path of the righteous is like the light of the dawn, that shines brighter and brighter until the full day. The way of the wicked is like darkness. They do not know over what they stumble. My son, give attention to my words. Incline your ear to my sayings. Do not let them depart from your sight. Keep them in the midst of your heart, for they are life to those who find them, and health to all their body. Watch over your heart with all diligence, for from it flow the springs of life. Put away from you a deceitful mouth, and put devious speech far from you. Let your eyes look directly ahead, and let your gaze of your feet, and all your ways will be established. Do not the author here, Solomon, is instructing his son or sons, more than likely Rehoboam, in the path that he should take. Solomon is telling his child, and he's reminiscing of what he learned from his father, David, on how he should walk, and that his father gave him great instruction, and now he's passing it along. That's the way it should be. That hopefully that previous generations were instructing appropriately their children, and therefore they can instruct the next generation on how they are supposed to live. Solomon says, make sure that you strive and seek. These, these seem so easy, but for so many people, they choose not to follow this. They choose the ways of the wicked instead of the ways of the wise. And as indicated, those that choose wickedness will stumble. They will not follow the path that leads straight. It'll be crooked. And he makes sure that he tells his son, look, keep your eyes straight. Keep it focused on what's in front of you. Don't veer to the left or to the right. Don't be distracted. It's so easy to get distracted. And he's encouraging, make sure that you get your eyes focused on what's important, what's in front of you. Make sure that you're paying close attention. Have the proper mindset. Sometimes we can uh, be faltering to that which is going to lead us down the way that we should not go or do not want to go, because it'll just end up destroying us, and potentially we might be taking others with us. The child of Solomon had a great responsibility, and we really do as well. We have the responsibility of making sure that our lives are pure, that we are seeking after wisdom, that we are saying no to evil and its destructive ways, and our lives should be demonstrating that of which is godly, and that people who are in our lives should recognize that we are living differently than what the world says to live. We are living to follow after him, seek his ways. And that's what hopefully that we have a desire to do this day. So I hope that looking at this particular chapter, and when we look at scripture, it gives us much to think about. Let us continue to meditate on these things, and I pray that it is our desire to know God more, to do what his desire is for our lives. As always, feel free to reach out to us. We desire to have you know, or to know and to have that relationship with the Lord. If you have questions, please ask. We want to make sure that we address any spiritual concerns that you may have, and we want to make sure that we are walking in the path that will lead us ultimately to heaven. So may God bless you this day, and take care.